Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Emiriki Stitches. Today I'm going to illustrate on how to make the shift dress there you see on the thumbnail. With me here, it's actually a shift shirt dress with gathers downward. With me here we have I have a tiger skin fabric here, which is 2/2 yard, and this is an 1/2 yard of a black crepe to complement exactly what you've seen there on the thumbnail. We use it for the collar, the band of the sleeve, then the buttonhole. With me I have this measurement here, full length, which is 41, where we have two full length here, the 41 and the 43. It's going to be a short dress, no doubt. Then the 41 is a complete length, while the 33 here would stop. There's a join in there. The gathers will be 8 inches there to complete the length. Then we have bust 48, shape 42, have length 16, hips 52, shoulder 16, hips line 25, sleeve 12, round sleeve we have 22, 15, and then 12. My client doesn't actually want the long sleeve, but she wants something that stops at her elbow. That's why we took 12 here. Now I'm going to start by folding. If you watched my video on how to make a shirt before, then I think you will have a pre-knowledge of this. I'm going to start first by folding the back first. We're going to bring out the back piece, then use the back piece to place on the front to bring out the front. So this is how it is. This is my tiger skin fabric, crepe fabric precisely. I'm going to fold it into two. Actually looks like a chiffon fabric. First of all, I'm taking the full length now. The full length, remember it was 41, so we're taking 33. I'll add 1 inch to here, then I'll add 1 inch to the down part too. Since there will be no dart, there's no dart on it, so I'm going to fold my fabric using the highest measurement, which is 52, her hips. Now her hips divided by 4, we have 13, plus 2 inches allowance for the hips. 2 inches for sewing seam allowance. We now have 30, we have 15. Most times people say 2 inches is too much. Yes, it's actually too much, but if the client wants you to add allowance to her dress, I think there's need for you to do that. So like this one I'm working with now, she actually wants that, so this is 15. We have a 15, almost 15 half. Now I'm going to mark out the length here, which what did I say, it's 33, but I'm going to use 34 here, or maybe 33 half. Like I said, this 2/2 yard of fabric. 33 half. Now what we're going to have there is to mark out the shoulder, which is 18 divided by 2. We have 16, sorry, divided by 2, we have 8. Then, like I've always been doing, I love adding, extending my shoulder, so that when I join the front and the back, I'll now use I will now use the back to trim out the excess. Now I'll mark out our armhole, which is 48 divided by 6 plus 1.5. I'm going to use 11 here for the armhole. You can use 10. But when I'm using 11, I'm not going to work on it again. I'm going to slope 1, so it will turn back to the 10. I'm going to slope by 1 inch here to the neckline. Now take up here by 3 half, then come in by 1 half, have to round to form my arm holding. I'm using free hand, now using the cuffs, normal cuffs. Now insert her busting, which is what, 48, which is 12. Then on the chest line I'll put the 2 inches seam allowance. Then turn my tape, mark out the half length, which we have is what, 16. The hip line is what, 25. Now on the shape line, on the half length, we need to mark out our shape, which is what, our shape is 42. Then this is 42. Then I'll stay at 2 inches. Then on our hips is 52, which is 18. Then stay at 2 inches. I'm going to connect them out now. Okay. Then for the neck line, I'm going to use 3/2. Now chop down here by 1. This is for the back neckline. You've seen the color, that's normal color there, normal shirt color. I'm going to cut it now. To place this to bring out the second one, which is for the back. For the front, we are done with the back. We are bringing out the front piece now. Wow. My front now on the back, my back there was the front to bring out the front now. So I'm going to mark out the neckline. Don't forget, here was 3/2. So I'm going to mark the same 3/2 down to here. 3/2. So I'll connect it now out. The only thing that differentiates this is the neckline 1, 2, the zipper, the buttonhole line. I'm going to cut it out now. Lift it up to and I'll slit open this space now. we're done with the upper side. I'm going to fold this fabric to bring out the gathers. We are going to gather down there the 8 inches. I'm folding it right away. Remember, this was too heavy, so I'm going to use everything. I'll place it. I'm going to use everything without cutting part of it out. So I'm going to mark out the 8 inches. But at this point, I'll take up to 10 with the bending and the rest. I'll take up to 10 inches. This is what we are going to use to gather. So we use this to form the gather. We are going to attach to the down part to complete the length. Is the fabric. We're going to run gathers on it to complete the full length of the up. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to bring out this thing buttonhole. To form the buttonhole using the black as usual, like what you've seen on the thumbnail there, like the picture there. It has two faces. You can use this and you can use this. I think I will go with the shiny face. Shiny face will now be my front. So like what I did previously on the shirt, I'm going to do similar thing here. Place it this way. You can fold this one. The fabric is heavy, so you can fold it directly into 4. You need 2 inches, not 4. Or better still, you open it up to be on the safer side. Open it up, keep it, then mark out your, depending on the length you want, mark 2.5 inches out. Is it too high? Too high. Is as you draw your confirm so that on the length, take it up to 31. To be 2 of these, one for the left side, one for the right side. As for both sides, watch my video on how to make shirts. It's the same thing, similar. You apply your bum stay or your hair stay, then you attach it, sew it from the front, from the back, then you turn it to the front and top stitch. This is how it's gonna look like. you know, you're sewing it, you match this first. After applying your hairstay, you match it, you sew it from the back, then turn it and match on the front. You won't see even this rough here since you've turned. Then you match it. This is how it's gonna look like. So now for the sleeve, I've done a video on how to cut sleeve, basic sleeve. You just use that, then attach this as the band. And for the collar, while sewing, I'm going to show you how to cut the collar.